In this lesson, we're going to demonstrate how to read one character at a time from a file. In the next lesson, we'll talk about how to write one character at a time to a file. So let's get started. I've already imported the system.io class, so I'm ready to start my program. The first thing we're going to do is create a file to store some characters. Understand that you could also be using a variable here. In fact, let's just go ahead and do that. Cut it out, put it here, put a semicolon on it, and put file name right there. There we go. That way we don't have to keep writing this long path. We can just type the variable name. All right, so then we need a string to write out to the file. So there's our string. Now we're ready to write, so we'll just write it out. And that's all we're going to put in the file, so we'll close the file. Okay? Now we're ready to open the file to read from. We're going to create a stream reader object this time. Use file name. Stream reader works just as well as text reader for this particular circumstance. As we read a character, we're going to store it in a variable called word. Although let's change that to words because it's actually going to store the whole string. We need a char letter variable to store the letters as we read them in. All we're going to do in this program is read a character, write it out to the console, and concatenate it to the words variable. So we'll do that, but the first thing we have to do when we use the read method is to convert to char from integer, because read reads the data in as an integer. It's ASCII value. We're going to write that letter out, one letter to a line, just to demonstrate that we are reading character by character. And then we're going to concatenate it to words, like so. And then at the end of the program, we'll write out the fully concatenated string. Okay, so again, read reads one character at a time as an integer. So if we want to put it in a char, we have to convert to char. If we wanted to put it in a string, we would have had to convert to string. And that's all you need to know. Peek works the same on characters as it does on lines. With those two things in mind, you're ready to read characters from a file. So let's run the program. And there's our string. Now is the time for all good people. One character to a line, and then there's the string rebuilt using the words variable. So that's how you read characters from a file, and let's move to the next lesson where we look at how to write characters to a file.